NBA Junkies, we back. Season 1, and we back. I'm with my homies on Meech.
Hey,
Troy.
Let's just talk. Let's talk about NBA hoops, basketball. It's been a while since we all got together with Hogan and everything. Hope everybody been safe, staying safe, quarantine or whatnot. NBA, I feel like the NBA is taking an unexpected hit with COVID since they're out the bubble. You know what I mean? Like all these games getting canceled and shit. So definitely hope everybody's staying safe out there. Facts. Let's go ahead and jump into it. The biggest story right now in the NBA for sure is the whole James Harden forced his way to the Brooklyn Nets. So they got a super team now. Him, KD, Kyrie. Let's just start. What was your initial thoughts, and what do you think the team can be?
I don't think they have enough. I think they can make their way through the East, but I think they're a couple pieces short. That's really was my initial reaction, but also I started to think that I think Kyrie lessened his trade value purposely. So, and then James Harden actually took it up a notch by going public with his comments that he made to force a trade.
Strike while the iron was hot.
Yeah, he kind of like strike while the iron's hot. Meanwhile, Kyrie's actually lessening his trade value to make it seem like so Houston wouldn't actually be interested. Just because originally Houston wanted another superstar.
Right. They wanted Kyrie or KD.
Yeah,
right,
and so obviously Kyrie would probably be the one to be dealt. I think Kyrie was smart by lessening his trade value. And, they made that happen. Right. By going AWOL, basically.
I didn't think of it like that.
Kyrie is smart, man.
He is smart. But, they got what they wanted. With that, I just don't think they have enough.
I agree. They depleted their teams of defense. Taurean Prince and Jared Allen Prince was the 3-and-D guy. Jared Allen's with inside presence. A much better player than DeAndre Jordan is at this stage in his career. Better hands, better defensively. Younger. He's.
Have y'all watched him play? Brooklyn.
I watched like the like on this YouTube channel shows like the full highlights of the game. That's what I
think
watched.
that's House Highlights. I think
that, and it's another one that shows like every single bucket.
So what are your
I'm happy for James Harden. I'm happy for James Harden. I wanted him to get out of there, man. It just seems like he was in a bad situation. I know he was kind of being petty and kind of a brat about it, but like they were going to be trash this year.
They weren't going to win. No. I think they would have been.
They might have been AC maybe.
But he was in a bad situation because he put himself in a bad situation. He didn't want to play with Chris Paul. He didn't want to play with Russ anymore. Like, this was all his doing. Like, it's like he literally set the house on fire and was like, I'm out of here.
It's too hot in here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, he has, asked for these players,
but
and he hasn't made it work.
You're happy for James Harden for the fact that he's in a situation to win the championship.
Yes. Not
because he's out of Houston. Or which one is it?
I'm happy for him because he has a better chance to win the championship.
Gotcha.
But you're right. He did kind of do that to himself. He dug himself in a hole and then, burned everything down and just left. With Houston with nothing. And, but, I mean, that's the business. Like,
That's not business.
You gotta kind of look after yourself in the NBA these days because you will get kicked in the curb. Business, bro. We've seen this happen before.
It's the NBA business today.
No,
it might not be morally the best way to, but
that's not business. Is bad business business? No,
it's business.
No,
it's bad business.
That's not business.
It's bad
What's
business.
the second word of it?
Business.
But anyway, man,
Bruh.
yes, I'm happy for James Harden.
It's not business.
I want to see.
So there's my bad. So there's
We're
bad
talking about
business and good business.
Huh?
There's bad business.
Well, I'm saying,
business.
this is what I'm saying. If you're doing bad business, you're not really doing business at all.
You're not doing good business.
You're not doing business.
If somebody's a credit card scamming people, that's their business. That's
That's-
bad business.
That's scamming. I'm talking about bad businesses like snaking people,
Okay. I
like
get what
because
you're
at the
saying.
end of it, you're not gonna have a business.
He had to do what he had to do. I'm all for the players controlling their own destiny.
Did he?
He
He
did
didn't
what he
have to
he
run
did-
off Chris Paul.
Okay, he did
Like,
what he wanted.
he didn't have to run off.
I think Chris Paul was the best fit for him.
Yes.
First
Like,
of
I
all,
think
he
that
didn't
was
have
their-
to run off Kevin McHale. We don't. People don't talk about that enough.
I mean, that was Dwight Howard and
He didn't. Okay, he
James.
ran off Dwight Howard. He didn't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. He didn't have to do what he had to do.
he did what he wanted. And what's the ceiling for this year for Brooklyn that you think?
The finals.
That's their like not winning it?
Yeah.
Well, unless they make some adjustments, unless they get some other pieces. As of right now, a finals is like that's where they're at.
They need some size, really. Like y'all saying, they gave up a lot of size. Like before, I think Jeff Green was running the 5 at one point.
Yeah, when they go because they don't have a backup center.
And then
right?
KD was running the 4.
Tyson Chandler's a free agent. Brooklyn,
Isaiah's
go
a free
look up,
agent.
go get Tyson Chandler. He's on the market.
I think it's.
I said size.
I think the Dinwiddie deal really.
But hey, he's a spark plug.
Dinwiddie getting hurt Brooklyn more than anything. Now,
Yeah.
who knows if they would have had to include him in the package with James Harden? Maybe
But they probably wouldn't have to send off
Jared Allen or Jared Allen. Yeah, they could
yeah.
have sent off Dinwiddie and LeVert. So him getting hurt really hurts their bench because, like you said, there are some free agents out there: Isaiah Thomas, Alonzo Trier.
Which
Deion
I'm
Waiters.
surprised. I'm surprised that trade didn't like collapse after Karis LeVert found out that he had a mass.
That's crazy.
Well,
Like
How
because
did
he
that
obviously
even go
didn't.
through?
He
Right.
obviously didn't pass his physical. How did the trade go through?
Well, because they can still sign off on it. You know what I mean? The team.
That's insane.
They're going to have him long term. You know what I mean? And they have his bird rights now, probably. So they're probably going to be able to offer him more money than any other team.
Shout out to Karis LeVert, man. I hope you get well, man.
Facts. He was definitely the.
He said that might have saved his life.
Yeah. If he never
Dan
got
said
traded,
he was about to show out. He said Karis LeVert is about to show out now.
because if he would have never got traded, right, he would have never underwent that physical,
Yeah.
right?
Nobody even knew.
Right. So I think Brooklyn, man, Eastern Conference Finals. I think
That's
Who's going to stop them?
That's like
the team
the
just
highest.
yeah.
Kyrie.
You see that picture I sent y'all?
I
Kyrie?
think that's a reach too, man, because they play really sloppy.
They are.
They-
good.
But to
really
their
sloppy.
defense, that was their first game all together.
All right, they have no.
Even before then,
Okay.
James Harden. We know James Harden has a history of turning the ball.
They have no
over.
defense.
And James Harden was playing better before Kyrie came back. I think
So it was trending on Twitter to trade Kyrie after they lost against the Cavs last night.
No, that's a reach.
No,
they
no,
played
no.
one game.
No, I know, but Twitter is about overreacting,
Yeah.
and NBA Twitter is. I think they run into themselves. I think let Miami get in a groove. You know what I mean? Let Jimmy Butler get back healthy. They play hard. I didn't think that they were
to
going to.
anybody.
Hmm?
They're not a threat to anybody, like any contender.
But if they play better and they play harder than Brooklyn, they'll beat Brooklyn. The
No.
Cavs just beat them by just playing harder.
They just had a hot night.
They couldn't
if
stop
Colin
playing.
Sexton got to drop 42 and hit threes over KD and like all this to like beat them,
All I'm saying is
that won't ever happen.
Miami took the Lakers
Hey,
to 6
Kyrie was
games.
guarding them.
Miami took the Lakers
Hey,
to 6
Kyrie.
games in the finals.
Say that again?
They took the Lakers to 6 games in the finals.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jimmy Butler had to have like 2 triple doubles to do that, but if they don't have to, it's not just one person they're worrying about. They still got Hero and Robinson and Adebayo and
They didn't even get any better. Everybody else got better though. That's my thing.
they got better defensively.
No, and that's what I'm
Who they
saying.
had?
Like, yeah, they went to 6 games. They went to 6 games
Did they
with
add anybody?
Avery Bradley
and Mo Harkless, I think.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
The Lakers got better.
They're the ones who should have went for James Harden.
If the Heat played the Lakers today, if they would probably get swept, or it will go to 5 games.
Yeah.
Like everybody else got better. Brooklyn got better. You know,
Milwaukee got better.
Even Boston, who they beat, got better.
And Boston got better through pure development.
Jaylen Brown.
Not only that, they made a move and finally got a center. They finally got a Tristan Thompson.
They got Jet Teague, who's still playing at a high level.
So everybody got better.
That's what my about the
Philly
Heat.
got better.
The Heat should have. They should have went for James Harden because he's exactly what they needed.
We all know. We know what Pat Riley's about.
James Harden's not the culture. Like James Harden and Jimmy Butler. I think that's a media dream.
But you never know. Either
that would have not worked out.
That's a media dream for the friction that the storylines that they would be able to.
He was punking Karl Anthony Towns and he was punking quiet dudes. Jimmy Butler was Anthony or Karl Anthony Towns.
Look, you brought up Philly getting better. What you think about? Do you think they should have made that deal? Because I seen a report that the Rockets wanted the Wallace kid.
Wallace.
What's the kid name?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey, my bad. The Maxey kid and Ben Simmons for James Harden, and Philly didn't pull the trigger. So they were willing to, the Rockets organization was willing to work with Daryl Morey.
They wanted more. What?
They wanted Maxey and Simmons for James Harden, and Philly said no.
I think Philly. To answer your question, I think Philly needs to realize, first of all, they're not going to be able to win with Ben Simmons. Right. Like that dynamic is not going to work. I think Ben Simmons can thrive in an offense, but it's going to have to be built around him, unless he starts showing that he can stretch the floor.
But yeah, because how can you build an offense around somebody who
can't shoot?
He's not as dominant as Giannis.
You're gonna have to build a team like Russ. You're gonna just have to surround him with a bunch of shooters.
Where Giannis,
well, yeah, that's what you're gonna have. And think about it. If, like you said, if Ben Simmons was playing on the Bucks, it'd be a perfect fit. If he was swapped out for Giannis, that's the type of offense he's gonna have to fit in. But the fact that Joel Embiid is a predominantly low post player, it affects his game, and that dynamic just don't work. The fact that they were willing to hold on to him, I'm sure the
weren't they more likely to trade Joel Embiid over Ben Simmons?
I don't know. I think the fact that they were, because I'm sure Tyrese Maxey wasn't. They weren't like, no, we're not giving up Tyrese Maxey. I'm sure it was the Ben Simmons, and the fact that they were willing to hold on to Ben Simmons like that, I think is a mistake.
I think they're overcommitting.
But also, if they were to trade Ben Simmons for Harden, would that have worked? Well, that would have been a good team. That would have been
really good.
James Harden, because I'm thinking about Tobias Harris, Danny Green.
They didn't even want to. Yeah, they don't want to take on that money, Tobias Harris.
Because you think about James Harden, because you can start James Harden at the one.
Yeah.
You got James Harden, Danny Green, Tobias Harris. I mean, that's a mean team.
Yeah,
that's a really good team.
And then you got Shake Milton, who's been playing pretty good.
Yep.
Oh man.
And the Maxey kid.
I think Philly made a mistake by not pulling that trigger. Because if anything, the way that team is structured, they were the best fit for James Harden, I think.
No, agreed. I definitely think so too. They're gonna run into Philly's gonna run into Brooklyn.
But that's the other thing. Not only do you get James Harden, you keep James Harden from going and creating a super team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
now you got to go play him with
in the Eastern
Conference, point guard who can't shoot,
and you got to play him 4 times a year now.
Yeah,
and, I think they're in the same division, right? Brooklyn and Philly.
Big mistake.
Yeah,
same division.
Jeez, I mean, look, I like James Harden. This is gonna be on. I think, man, you were talking about who's gonna have to make the most sacrifice, whether it's how they play, or how their game is played, and I think we all agree. Kyrie is gonna have to make the biggest sacrifice. Just
he's gonna have to be a point guard, like a pure point guard. He's gonna have to be that floor general for them for it to work. He's gonna have to take a step back and like I think we was talking earlier on the phone. He's gonna have to be that third option.
Yeah.
He can't be.
James Harden is gonna have to be the playmaker.
Yes.
KD is the scorer.
KD is the go-to.
Kyrie's the third option for it to work.
Because really, what can happen? James Harden and Kyrie can really be both playmakers. And that's what makes KD so seamless in this whole thing is because he can play off the ball, but he can also have his times where he plays his one-on-one basketball, which he likes to play.
KD can just play.
He's the perfect teammate. He's a perfect teammate.
You could fit him in anywhere because he could shoot off the screens. He can run and gun. He can, like you said, post up. He can.
That's why he's better than LeBron.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy at all.
We'll talk about that.
Hey,
I think KD is better than LeBron.
At what?
He's a better shooter. He probably has a better handle.
Okay.
Those are two things right there.
He's a better scorer. Period.
Okay.
Offense.
He's a better offensive player than LeBron.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Overall?
Offensive?
No. Overall.
Hey man, why y'all?
You can't win a championship just being with just offense. So overall, who's better? That's why there's these.
Kevin Durant.
No, that's why these teams are ranked best offense, best defense, all these percentages.
Look, man, KD is better.
All right. Okay. All right.
From a hooper's perspective, KD
good.
Yeah, I mean LeBron James.
LeBron don't do much better than KD.
But like from a hooper's perspective, if I had to play a pickup game, I'm taking KD every time.
Well, I guess a good thing that championships aren't determined.
I'm just saying, like, he can't.
But that's what goes
there's
to
nothing
show
he
you,
can't
like,
do on the offensive end.
You keep saying offense.
I mean,
when you play pickup, who he gonna guard?
I mean, he's not. You
but look,
act like
let's
he's
keep
that
it.
worse.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Let's keep it a bill. Let's keep it a bill though, because this has been my biggest. This has been my biggest argument against LeBron for the past 3 years. Down the stretch, he don't even guard the other team's best player anyway. So we really gonna talk about his defense? Kevin Durant.
I've never seen
Kevin Durant as a defender. Kevin Durant as a defender. He's much better than what people would like to say he is. And I think he's shown that when he went to Golden State, his team defense, the way he played defense, he locked in. Like he's a good defender. He's not a great defender.
You know, he's up there in age now, so
I can tell you for sure because you don't watch every Laker game, right?
No,
you don't either, right? Nope. I do. In the finals, LeBron was guarding Butler.
I watched the finals.
Okay, and down the stretch,
and he was not guarding
down the stretch. LeBron was guarding.
He
Butler.
was guarding him sometimes.
You want nobody? No,
down the stretch,
hold on.
He was not guarding.
Nobody,
Butler.
No star player in the NBA.
I didn't say that.
Hang on, let me finish. No star player in the NBA guards the other team's best player 100% of the time down the stretch, even down the stretch. That. Okay, but I'm saying he did guard him.
But look, this
they're not like hiding him on defense like Steph.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's hiding on defense. What I'm saying is when another player is getting off, you as the best defender on that team should take accountability to go guard that player. I've seen him numerous times look at AD and say, "You want Kyrie?"
He's not the best.
I mean, you want Kawhi? No, you should never be looking at. No, hold on. You should never be looking at AD saying, "Hey, you want Kawhi?" That should not be a thing.
LeBron was guarding Kawhi the last time the Clippers played. Last year.
I'm talking about this was last season. He was doing that.
LeBron
he was looking at AD. He literally looked at AD and said, "Do you want Kawhi?"
That wasn't 100%.
Last year, I think Danny Green was getting the bulk of like
defensive jobs.
Yeah.
But you seen in
but there would be times where LeBron stepped in, but like,
and to be honest,
the coaches kind of hide LeBron with, like I said, with his age being up there.
Right, that's a factor. Yes, that's a factor because he does so much else. Last year he committed him and AD made because AD is the best defender on the team. Mm-hmm. He was last year. He got robbed for Defensive Player of the Year in my opinion. I know we're transitioning to, the Lakers.
On guards though,
huh?
Is he the best defensive matchup on guards on that team? We had some technical difficulties.
All right.
But I need to ask this question again. Is Anthony Davis the best defensive option on the Lakers to guard guards?
No.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
KCP and Wesley Matthews are.
So there's no reason why LeBron James should be looking at AD to asking him if he want to guard Kawhi.
Kawhi's not a guard.
Huh?
So
you said guards. Kawhi's not a guard.
Got him!
AD can guard forwards and bigs.
Kawhi does not play like a forward, but okay.
Forward. He plays small forward.
Yes, I agree.
He don't play like a small forward?
He doesn't play like a forward. He plays more of a guard play style.
No, that's
He
Paul
does not
George.
post up. Huh? Paul George is a guard. He's a literal shooting guard.
And Kawhi is a literal small forward.
No, I know he plays small forward, but what I'm saying is his play style is more that of a guard.
Okay, so but he's not.
Y'all getting besides the
I don't know
point,
I don't know what the.
You're caught up on semantics.
You said, is he? What was the question?
Look, man, is Anthony Davis the best option to guard Kawhi or not?
He can switch.
Yes or no?
This depends on the.
Man, I'm down with you, bro.
Depends on
You
the
know
matchup.
better. You know. That's why you're trying to get caught up.
It'll be
guards.
it'll be LeBron, Keith Morris,
So LeBron.
and Keith Morris.
So that's what I'm saying. Why is LeBron looking at AD saying, "Hey, you want to guard Kawhi?"
Because AD is a better defender than LeBron, straight up.
But not on those type of players.
He does it.
But that's my point. I
worked.
think it all goes back to my point where I say we always try to give, when we talking about who's better than who, LeBron fans always try to give LeBron this edge that he's such a better defender than whoever he's up against, even though LeBron don't guard these other players. Jimmy Butler goes off for a triple-double. LeBron don't want to pick him up. Kawhi's going off, and he's looking at AD to go guard him. Like we can't sit here and say, "Oh, LeBron's such a much better defender than Kevin Durant," but he don't play defense.
He's smarter.
Look, man, it is what it is.
Look what Jimmy Butler tried to guard LeBron.
It's the same.
And you see that
It's
nigga
the same.
dog shit tired,
Yeah.
leaning over on a thing.
That's the thing, but that's different. That's what he's trying to kind of say. Like Jimmy Butler took on that defensive assignment.
Yes,
it didn't, but like it showed.
but it did work that game.
I mean, they won a couple games.
They went to 6 games.
But
And let's keep it. First of all, let's keep it a bill. That team should have never been there. Abram, I'm gonna talk to somebody with some sense. Miami should have never been there.
That's not the Lakers' fault.
I'm not saying that's the Lakers'
It should
fault.
have been
So
the
what I'm
Celtics.
saying is, we're not gonna sit here and say, yeah, it didn't work. Jimmy, play both sides of the ball don't work. No, they weren't better than the Lakers. That's just what it was. So the only reason why that team, that Miami Heat team even took the Lakers to 6 games was because Jimmy Butler bust his ass. That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. That has been my biggest beef with LeBron James. He don't bust his ass. You know what I mean? So,
I said, go on.
That's what I'm saying. He don't bust his ass, but we want to give him all this credit. He's a great defender.
You don't want to give him the credit, so who's we?
Look, man. I'm not getting caught up in all that.
I'm saying. Who is we?
LeBron James don't bust his ass. We see it literally every March. His numbers uptick because he's trying to get ready for the playoffs. That means the rest of the year he's coasting.
It works.
He's getting outshot. Like Jimmy Butler really outplayed him in that finals. Jimmy Butler outplayed LeBron James in that finals.
For 2 games?
No, the series.
You gotta win 4.
In the series.
So what happened to those other 4 games?
The Lakers were better. That's just like we're not going to act like this was LeBron James versus Jimmy Butler. The Lakers were better.
Should we pull up the NBA Finals numbers, the stats? Because you said Jimmy Butler outplayed. What do you mean for what?
He outperformed him, is what I said.
He outperformed him as in what numbers?
No, he outperformed him as period. He played harder on both sides of the ball. He took on opportunity to guard LeBron James.
So he played harder than LeBron.
He outperformed him, just like what I said.
Patrick Beverly plays harder than anybody on the court, but he don't outperform nobody.
Okay, we're not talking about Pat Bev.
You said that he outperformed him because he played harder.
That's not what I said. I didn't say because he played harder. You asked me how, and I said every way. He played harder.
The stats, man. Let's see the stats.
He played harder.
I said he took on the responsibility.
I agree with
I said he took on the responsibility to guard LeBron James and play both sides of the basketball.
I agree with this. I do think Jimmy Butler outperformed LeBron, but I mean, like,
for 6 games.
Period, in the series,
in the finals. Okay. I think Jimmy Butler had a better series, but the Lakers won.
Yeah, the Lakers were a better team. That's what I'm saying. The Lakers, that series should have never even went to 6 games.
We let them.
Because Jimmy Butler bust his ass. That's my point.
All right, well.
Can we
LeBron James, look.
The good thing is, at the end of the day, nobody is going to remember Jimmy Butler's heroic games 20 years from now or 5 years from now. Okay.
I remember it too.
See this.
All right. So starting.
Jimmy Butler was hooping, bro.
And LeBron wasn't trying to guard that man.
Right.
But he did die down a little bit. He spent himself.
Butler 23, 5 and 2. Okay. LeBron 25, 13 and 9. Who outperformed who?
That's just one game.
I'm just asking for that game.
No, we're not talking about one game. I said the series.
But hold on, let's just go.
So why are you trying to get caught up on games?
Because I need.
See, look at you.
All right, man. Game 2. Butler 25, 13 and 8. I think that's the game they had won. Butler 25, 13 and 8. LeBron 33, 9 and 9. So Butler 25, 13 and 8. LeBron 33, 9 and 9.
Okay, next game.
Game 3. Lakers are series is tied right now. Butler 40, 13 and 11. Okay. LeBron 25, 10 and 8. Okay.
Can we look up just the average?
Game 4. No, we're fine. Go game 4.
Game 4. LeBron 28, 12 and 8.
Man, LeBron.
Butler 22, 10 and 9. Game 5. Butler 35, 12 and 11.
He was busting his ass.
That was their second win. 35, 12 and 11. LeBron 40, 13 and 7. That was game 5. Game 6. LeBron 28, 14 and 10. Butler 12, 8 and 7.
Hey, Butler checked out in that last game.
So who outperformed who for the series?
That last game.
Who outperformed who for the series?
You got to take in consideration, though.
I'm just asking a question. Who outperformed who?
Man, I'm tired of LeBron's big ass, man.
You got to say that, like, number-wise, yeah. That's why I wasn't trying to have that number conversation with you.
I got you.
I just had
you were asking me number-wise.
I just had to do something to...
Look, everybody watching, you can go back. He asked me number-wise, and I didn't want to have that conversation with you because I know what LeBron's numbers are. But I know look, okay, it goes this way. When I say outperform, what Jimmy Butler did that series on defense, that's not going to be in the statistical categories. LeBron didn't take those challenges defensively.
You should go back and watch the finals again.
No, I know what I watched the finals, and I mean what I say.
I'm sure you do, but it don't mean it's the truth.
No, I don't care. We're talking opinions here.
No,
we're not talking facts.
LeBron wasn't hiding from Butler the entire series.
I didn't say he was hiding from Butler. I never said that.
What have you said?
I'm saying he didn't take He didn't step up and play D.
When?
Throughout the series when he needed to. Jimmy Butler did.
For 2 games?
What Jimmy Butler did defensively for that team is the reason they went to 6 games.
Well, I think they got trophies for that. You know?
Trophies for what?
For what he did for 6 games, for those 2 wins. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter.
What trophies? What are you talking about?
He didn't win. That's my point. There is no trophy for what Butler did.
So there's no trophy for that?
For what Butler did? No, he didn't.
So why'd you say there's trophies?
I'm being...
Look, man, come on. We ain't got
Look, man, let's just move on, because
we can go all day.
We all agree the choice is wrong. All right.
We all agree, back to what we were originally saying, Kevin Durant is a better player.
All right, next subject.
It only takes a little... Man, all right. The Lakers, NBA champions, will they repeat? I'll start with it.
No, I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean,
just want to hear your opinion.
The way.
Yeah. We go one.
Look, this has been my... Look, you heard it here. The Lakers will repeat.
What?
The Lakers will repeat. You heard it here first.
All in our...
The Lakers will repeat.
Last year, you were going off saying that the Lakers weren't going to win. You even texted me and said last year.
First of all, and I still think if they would have had to play the Clippers, they would have not been in the finals.
Okay.
I still believe that. And look, that's to the Clippers' fault because the Clippers don't get up to play nobody but the Lakers. For whatever reason, I don't know. They hate the Lakers and they get up to play the Lakers. And I know if the Clippers would have played the Lakers, the Clippers would have been in the finals. And they might have been champions.
The series was
we'll
split.
Never know now.
The series was split 2-2.
We'll never know now. But
I still can't believe they lost.
But look,
they lost to the Nuggets.
Right now, the Lakers got better.
3-1.
The Lakers got better. They got rid of Danny Green.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh my goodness!
That's just
got rid of Danny Green. They brought in a player like Wesley Matthews. Mm-hmm. I still don't understand why they keep giving KCP these contracts. I don't get it.
Watch his NBA Finals and you'll see why.
I don't get it, but okay. Cuz Sports they getting their bag. I get it.
You sign with Cuz, come to death row.
Yeah, but they got better. They added Marc Gasol. They added Montrezl Harrell. They added the most important piece, which was Dennis Schroeder. I've been saying they needed a point guard since last year.
I was saying that too.
We were talking about that. I was talking about how incomplete that roster was last year. Y'all had like 6 shooting guards. Y'all had 2 point guards. Y'all had 3 point guards, and none of them started. It was just like the roster was just so messed up. It wasn't even funny. But
that's the thing.
The most important signing, Dennis Schroeder. That team got better than they were last year. I think that they're going to repeat. I don't think there's nobody better than them top to bottom.
To keep it real, last year I was like they can't get no better than this. Like
last year?
Yeah, because their roster was still strong. They had a very it was a little
that roster
random.
Was so incomplete.
It was random.
But they blazed through the playoffs.
It was a strong, roster. And after they kind of cleaned it up this year, like you said, they added.
Yeah. That's what made me.
Dennis Schroeder, Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell. Like what the?
Wesley Matthews.
Don't forget about that.
That's crazy. Yeah, they repeating, man.
Okay.
That's what they do. Letting niggas do all that shit. Like, why did they?
Why did the other teams sit?
We was talking about this in the summer. Like, everybody would just sit and just chilling, making these little baby moves.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna release this player. And the Lakers was making power moves.
Shout out to Rob Pelinka. I gotta give you some credit, man. You went out and won a championship, and you didn't get complacent. You went out and made some moves. That's what a good general manager does.
One thing that Rob did say right after Lakers won, he went on Woj's podcast and said that teams that win championships, they get complacent.
They do.
And they get in that little happy, they're good. Like, for example, the Toronto Raptors. They lost their best player and didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
And
they were good with just getting one.
Right. They were good. But
they were still on the high.
Rob Pelinka said that they want to be as good as they can for as long as they can. And that
I think we gotta give. I don't mean to throw Kobe into this, but I think we gotta give this. I think this all go back to what Kobe was. You know what I mean? I think Kobe and Rob's relationship is what kind of helped. You know, we know what type of person Kobe was. You know what I mean? Kobe was the type of man like he gonna go get it. He gonna turn around. He gonna be in the gym the next day.
Excellent.
And I think him and Rob's relationship was good. I think some of that kind of rubbed off on Rob for him to understand. You know,
stay working. Yeah, not always trying to get better, and that's what he. So yeah, y'all know what I think. I think we'll repeat. I think we'll see.
The West is even weaker now. Like since James Harden left, Denver is not the same.
But look,
there's some teams that got better.
But look, let's keep it a bill though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, let's keep it a bill though. Nobody is talking about the Utah Jazz right now. They are playing good basketball.
Good basketball is good for the Utah Jazz. Really
good basketball. Nobody's talking about them.
They've been like, bro, the Utah Jazz
right now.
The Utah Jazz has been
Utah, man.
They've been like that for years, though.
No,
even
Utah
since Jerry
is
Sloan was
playing,
coaching.
When Darren Williams and
they were always
Utah is playing good basketball.
I'm just telling you, don't buy the Utah Jazz. They're not going to go to the conference finals.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying nobody is paying attention to how good a basketball they're talking.
Because
I think that's one of the sad things about the NBA is that some of these small market teams play so good they don't get any credit. Like people just want to talk about LA all day.
Yeah, I mean, as they should. But
no,
the Utah Jazz are third in the West right now, 10-4. Clippers 11-4. Lakers 12-4. The Suns are right behind them at fourth.
What is the record?
8-5. The Golden State Warriors 8-6 now.
That's my surprise team.
The Blazers, your squad,
my boys.
Yes,
the Warriors.
That's the surprise team. Yes.
In the
hold on, I'll tell you.
The Grizzlies 7-6 at 7, and the Spurs 8-7. Surprisingly,
the Spurs gonna bust that up.
I don't know what they're doing. Surprisingly, the Mavericks, Nuggets, Pelicans, and Rockets, which Rockets was a mess, but Mavericks, Pelicans, and Nuggets are out of the playoff picture right now.
Expect the Rockets to start improving.
I still don't think they're gonna make them. Well, they probably will be like an A seed if they can get us.
Let
Oladipo getting his feet wet. John Wall.
Now they just got Kevin Porter Jr.
KP. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr.
Hey,
I like the Rockets.
Christian Wood has been balling. My vote for most improved player of the year.
Definitely, I can definitely agree with that. He came out of nowhere.
They've been balling.
I mean, he was.
They got to get PJ Tucker out of there though.
Yeah, he's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
He don't got somebody setting up. He don't got nobody setting up for him in that corner.
Nobody's set the table now. He just got a bunch of sneakers.
He's just running around diving for balls and shit. Like he don't know what to do.
I seen him catch it in the mid range and he didn't know what to do. Like he caught it like at the elbow. He was like looking around because he doesn't shoot right there.
I like PJ Tucker, man. He's a good guy. Yeah. He's a good player. He play hard, but he don't. Oh, that would be. He would fit perfect with LA.
You know what I mean? He needs somebody.
You said he would fit perfect?
Oh.
Like Draymond Green. Draymond Green needs some good players.
He has to play with a star.
Yes. Draymond Green.
That PJ Tucker play with a star, he's going to be all right.
Before we, let's just go to the East real quick. Philly is number 1 in the East. Boston, number 2. Milwaukee, number 3. Indiana, number 4. Indiana just stays right there.
They're kind of like the Jazz of the East.
Brooklyn, number 5. I'm sure they'll shoot up past Indiana. The Cavs are number 6. That's really surprising.
Yeah,
they have 7.
They built this little.
They got some heart now.
Yeah.
They do. They
built
hard.
a nice identity.
I was watching this video of Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, and they were saying like they're the worst offensive team in the NBA. And they still put up like 140 against the Nets.
Because it's probably not efficient.
Right. But they just play hard and play good defense. Like that's really what it takes.
I think the biggest thing with them, they had some morale issues.
They did.
I think once they were able to like turn it around in the locker room.
You see that video came out after Colin Sexton at that 40-point game against Brooklyn? They was like throwing water on him and stuff in the locker room, like
that's good. Yeah,
championing
that's good
him.
stuff. That type of stuff
that's
is
chemistry
good for the locker room.
Yeah, that's chemistry because they don't care that they care that they won. You know what I mean? They don't care.
And they didn't have Kevin Love, or the Garland dude. Garland kid didn't even play.
The Hawks at number 7 and the Knicks at number 8.
Hey.
The Hawks should be doing better than what
they should.
They 7-7.
They should be doing better than what they're doing with that roster that they acquired.
No,
where are the Magic at? Are they?
The Magic are at 9.
Right there with the Knicks.
The Heat are at 10.
The Magic was like number 1 seed for a little bit.
After Markelle Fultz went out, bro,
that really fucked.
That hurt them. Because he was kind of their playmaker, you know?
And guess who's way at number 13?
Man.
Markelle Fultz was their...
he was like the point
you about
guard.
to tell me that Markelle Fultz is the reason why?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying they started losing after.
That's why they gave him that money.
Take it in consideration.
They gave him that money. I was watching the Magic game, and he was really like their... besides Vucevic. But guess who's at number 13, though? Toronto Raptors.
That's crazy. They trading Kyle Lowry.
No, they got him on a 1-year deal. I think they gave him like a 1-year.
I think Kyle Lowry.
Why didn't they just trade? Why didn't they send Pascal Siakam to OKC for Paul George so they could keep Kawhi?
That was an offer?
Yes. Wow. Kawhi told Toronto that he wanted another superstar. They wanted Paul George. They tried to get Paul George. We wanted Pascal Siakam. They said no.
Why does Pascal do a spin move with every single... You see the game winner? He took that game winner, he missed it, but he did a spin move with it.
Like that.
I'm glad.
That's how you said it. Said nobody, and then it said Siakam, and just the guy just keeps spinning.
I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't get Siakam.
Yeah. Bro, they said Siakam was up there with Antetokounmpo and all them. Like, they said he was about to be...
Giving them nicknames.
Because he had that... What was
Spicy P?
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's horrible. That's one of the worst nicknames I ever saw. Well, let's go ahead and...
It's just low battery.
All right. Cool. All right. So...
Who would you rather have, Pascal or Shea?
Shea Gilgeous?
Yeah.
If I'm building a team, Shea. If I'm trying to win right now, Pascal. You got finals experience. He's really hard to guard if he don't do that spin move every time because people know what he's going to do now. But he's still got room to development. He's not a great shooter. You know what I mean? And yeah,
I think I'm going to take Shea.
Right now, or if you're building?
I'm taking Shea.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Because he has a high ceiling also, just as much as Pascal Siakam. They're both young. But I feel like Shea is getting he's about to really start flourishing here in a little bit. He's going to develop his little because he already kind of got a herky-jerky stop and go. He got his little game.
It's an unorthodox
but it works for him.
It's controlled.
He got a little. His 3-point shooting is okay, but it can get better. I'm taking Shea.
All right. So
speaking of young players,
yeah, let's we can end it with rookie of the year. John, the rookie of the year. Who you got? We always start with you. Who you got? Rookie of the year.
I don't think there's a question to be had. LaMelo Ball, rookie of the year. You heard it here first, folks. LaMelo Ball, rookie of the year.
Oh, can we?
You got me red-handed.
Figured me out. You got me red-handed.
Can we get a top 5 rookies first?
That's a lot of rookies, man.
Okay, yeah. Top 4 rookies.
I mean,
top 3 rookies.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
So LaMelo, who else you got?
My top 3 would have to be LaMelo, Anthony Wiseman. I don't know.
James Wiseman.
James Wiseman. Why do I keep saying Anthony Wiseman? Yeah. LaMelo, James Wiseman. I'm not sure who my third will be. I don't think anybody deserves. Yeah.
I'll say LaMelo.
Nobody's made enough impact on me to give a third person.
LaMelo, and.
Man, come on, man.
Nah, there's nobody who said, "Oh, this guy's going to compete for rookie."
I'll tell y'all. Right. We got a sleeper, y'all. You heard it here first. LaMelo, he probably is number one right now.
That's your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
LaMelo, Wiseman, and here's my sleeper, Cole Anthony.
So who's gonna win Rookie of the Year?
I think by the end of it,
Keep in
I
mind.
would like to see Cole Anthony win it. That's who I would like to see, but it just depends on who has the greener light, if that makes sense.
Who's better, Cole Anthony or LaMelo?
I think Cole Anthony is better.
At what?
Bro, that's the thing. Do y'all know anything about
Just
Cole Anthony?
answer. What is he better?
Hold on. I'm asking y'all. Did y'all's research on Cole Anthony?
I have not done.
What do you mean, like his backstory?
Like just college? Like,
yeah, I watched him at North Carolina.
bro,
I
that
think he's a
nigga
good
can
player.
hoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is he better than
He's
LaMelo?
a better mid-range shooter.
Okay.
He's probably just as good as a three-point shooter.
Okay.
He's faster, and he's more creative with the rock. Now, I'm not saying he's a better playmaker than LaMelo. LaMelo is a naturally gifted playmaker, but I think he can play. Cole Anthony can play make also, but I think he can. There's more of a balance, offensively and playmaking than it is with LaMelo.
Okay, and you think that Cole Anthony is better than LaMelo, and I said that I think LaMelo is better than Lonzo right now. You think Cole Anthony is better than both of them niggas?
Both of them niggas.
Right now.
Right now.
If we keep it a bill, Cole Anthony has to work so much harder to get buckets than it just comes so easy to LaMelo.
How tall is he?
He's a great rebounder. He's a great passer. He's a great scorer, and it all just comes.
It's kind of like
I think that will come over time. Like once Cole Anthony gets
they
his
both
feet
rookies.
wet.
No.
Huh?
They both rookies.
I know, man.
LaMelo don't even start.
Cole Anthony
Things
has
are
to
a lot
work.
easier when you're 6'7", nigga. Like,
Okay, but like
niggas like
he didn't
6'2".
choose.
That ain't his fault.
Yeah,
I'm
his
just
fault.
telling y'all, like
I'm just
things.
telling you, that's why
things
he's-
are
That's
a
why
lot
he's
more-
better.
Hey, things are a lot more natural when you're 6'7". Right? It's easy.
Okay.
But still, like,
How tall is Cole Anthony?
I think he's like 6.
he might be
1 or
6 foot.
6'2".
I was gonna say 6'2".
I think he's 6 foot.
He's kind of short.
He starts.
He starts over
Okay.
Markelle Fultz now because
He
Markelle
starts.
Fultz got-
LaMelo don't even start.
He just hit a game winner
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
It was a good
Y'all
shot.
should check it
Yeah,
out.
a fadeaway runner.
that was tough.
What
man.
y'all want me to
A
do?
fadeaway 3-point runner.
Can
Hey,
you
we take
duplicate
those.
that shot?
It looked
Did
like
we not
look.
take those?
Can you duplicate that shot?
We take those.
If he
I live on
reshot, if he
Shit,
What
live
Paul
with
George
that
say?
L,
That's a
like-
bad shot.
that's a bad shot.
That's a bad shot.
If he shoots that
Right.
shot 9-10 times,
He makes it one. The one he hit.
All right. Hey, I mean,
maybe twice.
that's fine. We'll at the end of the year we'll see. We'll see who's
You gonna
where.
put some money on it?
I don't want to put no money.
Okay.
That's all you
Times is
gotta.
hard,
I
man.
think that's all it needs to be.
Pandemic.
That ends the
We end up
discussion.
panoramic.
Ain't that what
Somebody said
it was Gunna or
we in the middle of a panoramic.
somebody said it was one of them niggas.
That's
That's
Ignorant.
that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So we all agree Lamelo's rookie of the year.
You even said it. You said I would like to see, but you said Melo probably wins.
Cole Anthony. Where did that? That's
Y'all will see, bro.
All right.
In due time, y'all will see.
honestly
people
no.
in
I take
Florida.
that back. I take that back.
But there's other.
I take that back. Tyrese Maxey. That's my third.
Oh,
That's my bad.
I
That's
forgot
my
about
third.
Tyrese Maxey, bro.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been balling.
You think he'll get? Oh, you saying like
He's the
top
third
three.
on my
He's
list.
in the
Because remember I
running.
said I didn't have a third.
He's
in the
Tyrese
running.
Maxey, my bad.
All right. So we got. I think we all agreed. None of us think that Brooklyn's going to win the championship. Think they get to the finals. I think they get to the conference finals.
Who do you think gets to the? Who do you think gets?
We
to the
all
finals?
agree the Lakers get to the finals.
in the East.
In the East, it doesn't matter.
I mean, you gotta give us something, man.
Um.
I would like to see Brooklyn.
Man, shit. Boston or Milwaukee?
Man,
One of the
I
most
hope
ready.
Milwaukee
They're
don't
one
make
of the more ready teams.
You
I
hope
would like to
Milwaukee
see.
make it?
I hope they don't. Like, because
Why?
I just don't see them. I feel like LA would.
I would
destroy
love
them.
that. I would
I
love
know,
that.
of course you would, because they would destroy the Bucks.
Yeah, we just got to create that wall for Giannis and, sag off. Let him try to truck in there. We got Trez Hurl waiting to draw that charge. But we all, so like I said,
we all agree Philly made a mistake by not trading for Harden.
Yeah.
Oh, one more question though. Who is y'all sleepers? Everybody gets a sleeper team. What's
mine
your
is
sleeper
Utah.
team
I
that's
can
gonna
say
make the
that.
playoffs?
Is it
Utah?
My sleeper was Atlanta.
Oh, to make the playoffs?
Yes. And like kind of
Utah not really a sleeper to make the playoffs.
So who was a sleeper team to
make some noise in the playoffs? Yeah. Like
make some noise in the playoffs?
Yeah. Like don't take them too lightly.
Well, yeah, it's Utah.
Atlanta for me.
Atlanta?
Yeah, they built this team to be competitive now.
That's why I said I think they should be better than what they are right now.
I mean, they're
7-7,
but they're 7th seed, better than they were last year. So.
Yeah, but they're 500.
Why Atlanta?
Because I think that they built this team to win. They got the Bogdanovich kid. They got Gallinari. John Collins is really good.
Yeah.
Iceberg Trey.
What's up with Bogdanovich?
He got hurt
recently.
I don't know if he's back or not, but he had got hurt.
And then Clint Capella is back. He just had a 20-point, 26 rebound game, something like that last night.
Do Cam Reddish start?
I think so.
I like his game.
But they got a lot of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have a lot of talent. I just think that it's just gonna give it a year or two, and they're gonna be one of the top teams in the East. They're gonna got to keep the pieces that's good. Maybe trace them, but that's my sleeper. And yours
Mine is the Warriors.
Okay. That's your sleeper.
Yeah, because a lot of people they didn't even think they was gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think they was even gonna compete. But Steph came out like people was kind of saying like this is Steph's year to show that he's a bona fide superstar without like any
without a Klay Thompson or KD.
Yeah. And he's doing it right now. Like he's having a good year. He ain't having his career year, but like with the pieces that he have, he's making a lot of noise. And they're in the playoffs.
I'm surprised you say that.
Why?
Like you're not gonna.
That's
say
my
that.
Sleeper team. I didn't say that was my team. Okay. My team is the Blazers.
He's not.
You heard it here first.
He's not a Blazers fan.
Hey, come on, man.
You didn't even know when their next game. I asked you.
Come on, hey, let's not even do all that.
Let's talk about that because the Blazers also made a mistake by not trading for Harden.
I'm happy with CJ.
Okay.
And Dame.
He just broke his foot.
Exactly.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Figured me out. You got me red-handed.
Hey, I've been working a lot lately.
That's all good. Me too. But I know we just beat Milwaukee tonight. But hey, you know what I mean? Let's get this episode wrapped up. Any last thing? Follow y'all social media, Twitch.
Follow me on Twitter. Troy on 10 on Twitter, on Instagram.
Don't follow me on Twitter because I'm toxic. Nah, but I'm gonna make a NBA Junkiez Twitter and then I'll link it on the next episode.
All right. Follow me on Twitter, H_McFly, H_McFly. What about your Twitch?
Y'all can check me out when I stream at anti_.
And that Mortal Kombat.
Hey, the Mortal Kombat community is pretty big.
I'll be streaming a little Mortal Kombat, a little Warzone with the homies here and there. Plunder.
Yeah. Get it at that Warzone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to keep myself entertained while we're quarantining.
All right.
Mask.
That's a wrap. Yeah, we all are tested negative. That's why we haven't, that's why we don't have any mask on. So, but y'all niggas should social distance. We breathe in each other's face and stuff. All right. So, shit, man, that's a wrap.
Peace.
Thank you. You showed me love. Thank you. You hated on me. Thank you. Thank you. You talking down. Thank you. It's all inspirational. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you.